Consider the quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. If we let the roots of this equation be alpha and beta, let alpha and beta be the roots. So if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation, then the sum of the roots, is equal to minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x squared. So that is alpha plus beta is equal to minus the coefficient of x in the equation is b, while the coefficient of x squared is a. So we'll have minus b over a. And the product of roots is equal to the constant term divided by the coefficient of x squared. So from the equation, the constant term is c, while the coefficient of x squared again is a. So we write alpha beta, which is the product of roots, is equal to c over a. So these two relations, alpha plus beta and alpha beta, can help us to find a quadratic equation when two roots are given. Now we are going to solve examples making use of this sum and product of roots. Examples. Number 1. Find a quadratic equation that satisfies the given roots x equal to 5 and x equal to 8. Solution. We are given x is 5 and also x is 8. So this implies that x minus 5 and x minus 8 are factors of the equation. So we can write x minus 5 multiplied by x minus 8 is equal to 0. So if we multiply out or we open up the brackets, we will have x times x is x squared, x times minus 5 is minus 5x, minus 8 times x is minus 8x, minus 8 times minus 5 is plus 40. equal to 0. So we have x squared minus 5x minus 8x will give minus 13x plus the constant term 40 equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation whose roots are 5 and 8. Now let's go to a second example. Example 2. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation three x squared minus 3x squared minus 5x plus 9 equal to 0. Find the value of A, alpha squared plus beta squared, B, 1 over alpha squared plus 1 over beta squared. Solution. It is given that alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation. The quadratic equation is 3x squared minus 5x plus 9 equal to 0. From this equation, the coefficients are A equal to 3, B equal to minus 5, and C equal to 9. So, the sum of the roots will be alpha plus beta equal to minus B over A. Our B is minus 5, so this will be equal to minus 5 divided by 3. A is 3. So minus times minus is equal to plus. So we have 5 over 3. So the sum of the roots is 5 over 3, while the product of the roots, alpha times beta, is equal to C over A. Our C is 9. This is equal to 9 over A is 3. So 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3. So the product of roots is 3, while the sum of roots is 5 over 3. Now, let us find the first part of the question. The first part of the question is to find the equation whose roots are alpha squared plus beta squared. Okay, so the first part now, we have alpha squared plus beta squared. Alpha squared plus beta squared can be written as alpha squared plus beta squared plus 2 alpha beta minus 2 alpha beta. You see, I haven't change anything here. I just added 0. The whole of this is equal to 0. 2 alpha beta minus 2 alpha beta is 0. So I just added 0 to this expression. But then I want you to see that this alpha squared plus beta squared plus 2 alpha beta is the same as alpha plus beta all raised to power 2. So we have written this as this. Then we are left with this, the remaining part, which is minus 2 alpha beta. So we have a value for alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is 5 over 3. So we'll write it here. 5 over 3 all squared, because there's a square here, minus 2 alpha beta. The value of alpha beta is 3. So I'll have 2 times 3. So if I square this term, I'm going to have 25 over 9 minus 6. Let's say 6 over 1. So I'll use LCM here. 9 into 9 is 1. 1 times 25 is 25 minus 1 into 9 is 9. 9 times 6 is 54. So if I subtract, I will have 25 minus 54 is equal to minus 29 all over 9. So this implies that alpha squared plus beta squared is equal to minus 29 all over 9. So we have found the value of alpha squared plus beta squared, which is the first part of the question. Then next is to find the second part of the question. The second part is to find the value of 1 over alpha squared plus 1 over beta squared. We are going to add here. This is equal to, we will add using the LCM. The LCM is alpha squared times beta squared. So if we add alpha squared into this, will give us beta squared. Multiplied by 1, we still have beta squared, plus beta squared into this will give us alpha squared times 1, that is alpha squared. So beta squared plus alpha squared is the same as alpha squared plus beta squared. And the denominator can be written as alpha times beta all squared. So we have a value for these two terms. We have values for these two terms. The numerator, alpha squared plus beta squared, is equal to minus 29 over 9. So I'll write here minus 29 over 9 divided by alpha beta. The value of alpha beta is 3. Here we have alpha beta is equal to 3. So we'll substitute 3 into this place. We have 3 and there's a square on it. We square it. So this is equal to minus 29 over 9 times, I'm changing this division sign to multiplication, then I'm going to have 1 over 3 squared. So instead of 3 squared, I will write 9. 3 squared is 9, so that's why I have 9 here. So if I multiply out, I'm going to have minus 29 divided by 9 times 9 is 81. So the value of 1, therefore, therefore 1 over alpha squared plus 1 over beta squared is equal to minus 29 over 81. So that's the value. Okay, we still have one more example before we wrap it up. Now let's go to example 3. Number 3, if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation, 3x squared plus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. Form a quadratic equation. Whose roots are alpha squared and beta squared. Okay, we are going to form a quadratic equation that has the roots alpha squared and beta squared. So we will start by solution. The given equation is 3x squared plus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. Here, the coefficients a equals 1, b equals 4, and c equals 1. The sum of roots that is alpha plus beta is equal to minus b over a. So what would that give us? To give us minus 4 over 3. Next is the product of roots. Product of roots alpha times beta is equal to c over a. C over a. From here we have c is 1, a is 3, not 1. That's a mistake. A is 3, not 1. So product of roots c over a, we have c is 1 over a is 3. So we already have the sum of roots and the product of roots. Now let's find alpha squared plus beta squared. That is the sum of the roots that are alpha squared and beta squared. We already know that alpha squared plus beta squared is equal to alpha plus beta all squared minus 2 alpha beta from the previous example. So we will have alpha plus beta is minus 4 over 3. We will write the value here, minus 4 over 3. It has to be squared. We square it. Minus 2 times alpha beta is 1 over 3. So we have 1 over 3 here. So that will give us equal to 16 over 9. I'm taking the square, minus 2 over 3. So if we add, we will have equal to, LCM is 9. 9 into 9 is 1. 1 times 16 is 16, minus 3 into 9 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. So this is equal to 16 minus 6, 10 over 9. So we have 10 over 9 as alpha squared plus beta squared. That is the sum of the roots. Now let's get the product of the roots. The product of the roots will be alpha squared times beta squared. Alpha squared times beta squared, we already know that it is equal to alpha times beta all squared from the previous example also, and it is equal to, the value of alpha beta is 1/3. 1/3. Here we have alpha beta is equal to 1/3. So here we will have 1/3 squared. The square of 1/3 is 1 over 9. Therefore, since we already have values for the sum of the roots and the product of the roots, therefore the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha squared and beta squared is x equal to sum of roots multiplied by x plus product of roots sorry, I made a mistake. This is x is equal to, x is equal to, I missed the first term, which is x squared. X squared minus sum of roots. I can now write this. Minus sum of roots multiplied by x plus product of roots equal to 0. So for that equation, we will substitute the values which we already have. So x is equal to, the quadratic equation is equal to x squared minus the sum of roots is 10 over 9. So I'll write here minus 10 over 9 multiplied by x plus the product of roots. The product of roots is 1 over 9. So I have plus 1 over 9 equal to 0. So that's the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha squared and beta squared. So I can clear the fractions by multiplying through with 9. So if I multiply through by 9, I will have 9x squared minus 10x plus 1 equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation whose roots are alpha squared plus beta squared. Okay, I hope you understood what we did so far. Thank you for watching. Please, if you have found value in this video, if it has been helpful to you, don't hesitate to click the like button and also subscribe to this channel. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section. Thank you once again.